For people who want to know what is the KeithAndrewNetwork, the whole point of my talk show is to show you that even with having a learning disability, I can still amount to something. And at the same time, I'm able to turn myself into an example for people out there dealing with any types of learning disabilities and disabilities to never give up and prove people wrong. Prove to them that labels do not dictate who you are and who you're going to be, so prove them. Stand out to something. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Keith Andrew Network. This is episode 958. That's right, 958. As you heard in the introduction, the whole point of my talk show. Usually I don't say this, but for you guys, I'm making this episode. For people who want to know what my talk show is about, the whole point of my talk show is to show people that even with having a learning disability, I can still amount to something. And at the same time, I'm able to turn myself into an example for people out there dealing with any types of learning disabilities and disabilities to never give up and prove people wrong. Prove to them that labels do not dictate who you are and who you're going to be. Prove to them you can stand out to something. So hashtag break the label. Today we have a very special family being with us on the Keith Andrew Network. If you're watching on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and all social medias, make sure to follow the hashtag KeithAndrewNetwork and subscribe today. When we come back, we're going to hear from our guests.
I am David. I am Natalie. I am Sarah. I am Laura.
Hi, I'm Deja, and we are being interviewed by Keith Andrew on the Keith Andrew Network, and he's just doing a great thing, and we're so blessed to be on here. So thanks for having us, Keith.
Alright, so we're back from the commercial break. The first question I want to ask, and this is the question that's for each and every one of you, so you can take turns answering it however you want. The first question is, tell our audience a little bit about yourselves.
Well, my name is Deja, and I am the mother of these 4 awesome kids, and I'm a filmmaker and a photographer.
Oh, absolutely. Who wants to go next?
Tell them about yourself, baby.
Hello, my name is Mally, and I am 8 years old, and I have been acting a little bit, and I like acting a lot because it's kind of my thing.
No, absolutely. And it's very, so it's got to say, passionate, but you really have to be passionate at a young age. You have to find something that you really want to put your heart into. And I really think you have a bright future in the acting world. But the one thing I will say is, never, and I'm speaking from experience, never do anything half-ass. If you're really going to commit to something, give absolutely 100%. Don't say, I will try it and it doesn't work out, because you never know, who comes through that door. You never know who you might come across. So, for an example, if you're working in retail and you're having like a bad day, an example is you don't know who will say, oh, I remember you from blah, blah store. It's always very passionate about what you do, have a smile on your face, and show that you are a good-hearted person, that you're willing to make a difference. No matter if you even hate your job. I can write a book about that. Even if you hate what you're doing, just show that you're making the effort. If that makes any sense.
Yep.
Who wants to go next?
Oh, what do you want to say about let's go ahead.
So, my name is David, and I'm 5 years old, and I'm still learning how to cook and swim, and I did more cursive.
Cursive writing.
It's funny. I can write cursive, but I can't read cursive. Go figure how that works, right?
Hard. Sometimes it's really hard. Right, Salem, you want to go?
My name is Salem, and I'm 10 years old. I like cooking a lot. I like doing photography. I'm taking photography lessons at our school on Thursday.
You know, the one thing I can tell already that you guys are very nervous about being on an interview. You're like, who the hell is this guy? Why does he want to talk to me? But the one thing about doing interviews, and I can vouch for this, is one, you make a new friend. Two, you give yourself that confidence of saying, if I can do this, then I can do anything. When I first started, you know, I didn't want to be seen. You know, the guest was the main focus. And people were like, you're supposed to be the host. Why are you hiding? Why don't you want to be seen? Because I deal with social anxieties, panic attacks, depression. But putting yourself in a position of saying, I'm in control of whatever I'm doing, you give yourself that self-confidence of saying, we're going to take baby steps. But at the end of it, you would be very proud of yourself, see how far you came. I should know, I've been doing this for 9.5 years. And you actually want to see some of my work, yeah, anyone who wants to see my work, you can go to YouTube, type in KeithAndrewNetWork. It started back in June of 2013. It was god awful with the video quality. But I didn't give up. When you first start something, especially with your acting career, it may not go as you have planned, but as long as you stay with it and give it the best you can, it will work out. I'm actually a prodigy of that, sticking with it. But the next question I want to ask you is, what is the biggest change you want to make in your acting careers? But before you answer that, I know your mother inspired you guys to become actors and actresses, but what inspired you to give yourself that okay, say, you know what, this is what I want to do? Whoever wants to start.
What inspired you to want to start acting?
What inspired me to start acting is like I wanted to be on YouTube because I thought it would be cool, and I just really wanted to be on TV, and it just.
Did you have a favorite YouTuber that you watched? That Mr. Beast. They love Mr. Beast.
You know, it's funny, my niece actually said to me, and she's your age, she's 8, yeah, she actually said to me, she wants to be on YouTube. And it's like, that's perfect. Just, you need to find something you're passionate about and what you want to make yourself different. And looking back, and your mom would agree, when we were kids, we didn't have the internet. We had to write postcards and send them in, and if you didn't get the letter back. Now, I'm jealous of you guys. You have all this technology at the palm of your hand, and I'm holding my phone, you know, you can't really see what's the background. But you have all this technology at your hands. Now, it's good to use it responsibly, but you look at so many stars. You look at JoJo, that kid, it antagonizes me, but the kid Ryan, or Ryan's World.
Did you mean about JoJo Siwa? Siwa!
Siwa. Get her last name right.
JoJo Siwa.
I never met her, but they all got their starts from the internet. And actually, the one show, I don't know if you guys saw it, iCarly, that actually started from the internet as well. And it's funny because they use iMovie, something I've been using for 22 years. But the point that I'm making is you never know who's going to be the next breakout star. You know, so find something you're good at, do it when you're 100% comfortable, and even if you fail, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and do it again. because it always works out. Should make it a hashtag. Hashtag it always works out.
That's a good one. I like it. Laura, do you want to tell him what inspired you to do acting and stuff? Because you said, remember you were in the TV pilot?
Yeah, I always said I only wanted to be actors. That's why I want to do it.
Hey, that's some inspiration. They were background in a TV pilot up in Orlando back in the summer, and they had a good time with it. So she said she wants to do like background acting. But you want to do it. What kind of YouTube channel would you do?
Rat one.
Rats. Yes, we have pet rats, and we have 5 of them now. And we would want to show the pet rats in some way.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to do that. They're welcome on the show. What are their names?
Lapida, Soka, Lola, Snip, and Mom still hasn't given the mama a name.
There's a mama. You're still trying to pick a name out for her.
Just call her Mama, where I do. But she don't want to figure out a name for her.
So I take it you guys don't like cats and dogs?
No, we love cats and dogs. I had a cat. She sadly passed away in 2019, but she was 17. But it's just our living situation right now. It's just kind of hard to have a cat and a dog. So at least rats are a little more contained. So.
No, absolutely.
And are better than hamsters.
Well,
Don't really want to be held a lot.
that's true. Well, things will work out for you guys. I know it will. But let me ask you, with the whole pandemic, when it first started, did you guys get used to just staying home and having your old routine? Or do you enjoy going back to school and interacting with people?
Do you like going back to school?
I like staying at home and going back to school.
Wait, you like staying home and going back to school? No. What he's asking is,
Do you like homeschool?
would you prefer to stay at home, like in your PJs, and
Oh yeah,
or do you want to go to school and be with friends?
homeschool.
You want homeschool?
I want to be. I don't know which one to pick. I know. I want to be at a hotel. I want to go to the City Walk Hotel that we've been before. He probably wants to homeschool there. Yeah.
Homeschool at the City Walk Hotel? Okay, that works. Laura.
I'd actually rather go to school with all my friends.
I would rather go to school because I like doing drama there.
Oh, school is full of drama, so you have your hands full with that.
Well, tell them what y'all are doing this year for drama.
I'm doing Aladdin.
Not Sam.
Yeah, actually, you bring up a good question that I want to ask you. Who is your favorite genie? Do you like Robin Williams or do you like Will Smith?
Huh?
Oh, so
Genius.
you mean which genie do you like better? The cartoon one with Robin Williams doing the voice, or the Will Smith one with the live action?
Live.
Live action.
I like the live one too. Will Smith. I think I like both, but I just like the live one. Live one is better. More funny. Yeah, I don't like it when Jafar and the cartoon Aladdin, he turns Abu, the monkey, into a little toy that's playing a cymbal. Creepy monkey toy. Yeah, creepy monkey.
No, not right now.
Again.
We're talking to Mr. Keith. We can't.
Yeah, that's funny because you call me Mr. Keith. I should actually have my own show, right?
What?
But I'm going to do something different because I have a lot of acting classes Actually, let me ask you this. With everything that you guys will accomplish, what is your claim of fame? I know you guys were in a lot of background films, but what is your, as of right now, what is your claim to fame?
Well, for acting, honey, what? Well, she just did. I just did a short film that I wrote and directed and produced, and it had 4 actors, 2 adults and 2 children, and Mally here was one of the children. She was one of the daughters in it. So I'd say that'd be her claim to fame, because that was really her first speaking role.
Oh, that's absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me ask you this. This is a fun question. If you guys had, and now there's a lot of conspiracy about the 2 companies. Now, I won't get into that, but let me ask you, and it's just a question for each of you. Do you want to be a Disney kid or a Nickelodeon kid?
Disney.
Disney.
Probably both. Disney. You gotta pick one.
Disney.
Disney. I grew up with Disney. I'd be a Disney. I wanted to be a Mouseketeer.
Disney's better than Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon's
I don't like Paw Patrol.
You don't like Avatar?
I like Paw Patrol. Hey, Laura, why are you massaging my back?
I'm not.
And I like Cuckoo Melon. Cuckoo Melon's from Nickelodeon.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, who is your favorite Disney character?
Stitch. I know. Spidey. Spidey and Mickey Mouse.
Wait. Is Spider-Man technically Disney or is it Sony?
It ain't Disney.
Okay.
It's on Disney.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, they bought him, so I guess he is Disney.
Stitch.
Who's your favorite?
What shade? I know. Elsa.
She's a good one.
I know what.
You said Moon Knight.
Oh, Moon Knight? Yes.
I said Stitch.
I have to pick one?
Yeah. Pick Baymax.
What's your favorite?
I do like Baymax.
Yeah,
It's not my favorite, but I like Baymax.
Or not Moon Knight.
I like Moon Knight too. I like a lot of characters. You know what? I'm going to say Belle. She was my favorite growing up.
For me, I would say Jasmine.
Oh, for me, it's.
You already said. You said Spider-Man. Jasmine's a good. Is it Jasmine live action or Jasmine cartoon?
To be honest, I never saw the live action one. I was kind of I mean, Aladdin was good. Beauty and the Beast live action was decent, but it was good. I was very disappointed in Dumbo, because my favorite part out of the whole Dumbo film was the Pyramid of Elephants, and they completely bypassed that. Of course, they kept the pink elephants in there.
Yeah. I only saw it once. I'm actually trying to remember it.
The cartoon of live action.
Oh no, I grew up on the cartoon. The live action I only saw once. I'm not saying it was bad. It just so many movies just came out. I don't even have time to watch all. I have a huge list of things I haven't watched yet. So.
No, I agree. Now, out of these 2 favorites of mine, I want to ask you: do you like Jungle Book or do you like Dumbo?
Dumbo. Probably Jungle Book.
Jungle Book.
Okay, that's Jungle Book one.
Although, Dumbo makes me cry with the song, Baby Mine, Don't You Cry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, but I mean, I like them both, but if I had to pick one or the other, I'd pick Jungle Book.
It's funny you used to talk about Dumbo. Did you know Dumbo actually saved Disney from going out of business?
It did?
I feel like I remember that story, but I don't remember all the details. But I feel like I remember reading about it.
Pretty much what happened was Fantasia was a big disaster, And Snow White, I think Snow White was alright, but it wasn't raking in money. So Walt Disney, the genius he is, he's like, oh, we need a short film that's 46 minutes. And of course, Dumbo was supposed to be longer, but back then, it was only 46 minutes. So it came out during World War II, and they just said it inspired so many people when it came out. And there's more to it, but I just remember it was because of that film, it opened the door. So for everything else that came afterwards. But hey, if it wasn't for Dumbo, there would be no Walt Disney.
Right. And then fast forward to the 80s, they were about to, the animation department was again not doing too well, and The Little Mermaid is what saved it.
Right.
That's a great documentary about The Little Mermaid and everything they did for that. But yeah, I actually used to work at Disney World. I worked there for over 8 years. So I've got a lot of good stories. And then I'm from Virginia originally, but we would go to Disney for our vacation every year, sometimes twice a year. That was when it was a lot cheaper to go. But it was, I got a lot of good Disney memories. It's fun.
Now, what we're going to do is, we can definitely do an interview, me and you, one-on-one. But I didn't want to leave the kids out. So that's why I was like, oh yeah, it was fun to be a part of it. But definitely there will be a part 2.
Sure.
But I want to do something fun for each of you. What's the last 9 minutes left? What are some of the things that you would like to talk to our viewers about? Anything you want.
But talk to the viewers about, you said?
Yep, each of you can talk about one thing that you want with the remaining time.
Okay. Mallie, what would you want to talk to the viewers about? What's something important to you want to talk to them about?
I would probably talk to them about probably like how I started acting, or what I've done with acting, and
Well, let me ask you this question. What made you want to be on my show today?
what?
What made you want to be a guest on my show?
What made you want to? Probably me. I was like, hey, yeah, I just forced you to be here.
Fun would be fun.
They actually have been talking about wanting to do a YouTube channel for a while, and so I think this is kind of helping them talk to somebody else who's doing that as well. And maybe can you set up this? And like, she wants to do cooking. She wants to do, I don't know what.
I want to do random stuff.
And then she wants to show her rats off. She probably tells stories and tell jokes. She's the jokester here.
I want to tell random stuff. I'm going to do random stuff like challenges. I want to tell you something.
And I always like talking to people. I love discussing things and talking about films. So that's super fun.
We can have our use channel together, and then we have our own.
Okay. Okay.
You actually gave me an idea. If you guys are interested, we can do 4 separate episodes where each of you have your own time and talk about whatever you want. That's an idea. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, she would get out all her rats for you.
If I can.
Well, technically 2 are hers and 3 are ours.
Oh,
Well,
but this arm is busted.
I'm
okay.
And I don't know. I like like I said, I wanted to be here because I like talking about films, filmmaking, and dealing with silly children. But yeah, I always, I'm always up for that. I like discussing films too, critiquing them as well. So.
No, absolutely. Now I'm going to ask you one question about the theme of the show. Then I have a couple questions for you off the air. Now, supporting people with disabilities. Do any of you have friends with disabilities? And are you going to sound like an oxymoron on my part, but do you have any friends with disabilities, and are you willing to support people by disabilities? By being here, obviously you're supporting me, the host, with a disability, but passing it to you.
What do you mean about disability?
Like Mr. Like friends that might be like in a wheelchair, or somebody that might maybe they can't see very well.
Yeah.
Or maybe somebody that has trouble speaking.
Yeah, I have a friend in my costume. She told me that one of her eye doesn't really see really well. It's like blurry on one eye, the other eye she can see well.
Yeah.
So I want to support her like this. Probably my friend stuff. My friend Eli, his ear can't really hear that much, so sometimes we'll have to write him something, or he has this little thingy in his ear that makes him hear.
A hearing aid.
Yeah.
And your teacher's daughter? Oh, Lisi.
Yeah. Do you want to tell him what you made for her?
I hand knitted or finger knitted 2 butterflies for her.
And why? Is that one of her favorite things?
Yeah, it's like one of her favorite animals, and it reminds her of her friend that sadly passed away or something when she was young.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what Miss Jane said.
Yeah. No, we have a lot of friends with disabilities, and we're always willing to support them, aren't we?
I had 3 different characters.
Okay, let's listen. We're only a few more minutes, okay?
Right.
I know it's close to their bedtime.
Yeah.
When we'll talk to Keith about that later. Okay.
No, absolutely.
Over bedtime.
Well, while you're on the subject, what time is your bedtime?
Mine is 8 o'clock. 8:45. And mine is 8 o'clock too. Ours is
Mine is whenever I can.
Whenever Mom wants to.
9:15.
Sure.
No,
I don't think my day ever ends.
Well, here's a fun question. What time does your day start? I guess as soon as they all wake up, right?
Yeah, well, for school, our day, I typically wake up somewhere around 6:30, 6:45. They have to be at school by 8. So, David, what are you doing, you guys? So silly. So their school, they have to be at school at 8, and then, go through the school day, get home, homework, cooking, maybe going to the pool or something like that. I got her a French cookbook, so we've been going through some French recipes, making some new things. So I like to bake and cook as well. We have a 3,000-piece Lord of the Rings puzzle, which has been sitting on the table for a month and a half now.
No, forever.
And we're not even halfway through it. So we've been kind of a little bit of everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I do have a couple questions for you guys off the air, but today was a very special episode. On the Keith Andrew Network, it's all about giving people opportunities. And when I saw an opportunity to give you one, I was like, I like to be remembered as that person. It's like, hey, you know what? Opportunities are very rare. They don't really come that often, but you would appreciate it down the road. But like I said, on the Keith Andrew Network, everyone's more than welcome. Anyone in the entertainment world, if you have a great, heartfelt story. But if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And our next guest will be episode 959. As of right now, it's a big mystery box. We don't know who's in it, but you will find out. And it might be someone you guys actually know. Stay tuned for that. While wrapping up the TalkShow, it was a real honor and privilege having you as a guest, so I want to say thank you for your time.